Hey YouTube, Sequence Sub here with a look at how to modify this to not make this horrendous sound. Now, right before we begin, I do want to mention you just need a Phillips screwdriver. That should be all you need. But you lose the washer kind of moving up and filling the chamber of juice. You lose that. You do gain the ability to fully hear the You're not going to hear it in this because I don't got a lock seat in there. But the sound that it makes when it's filling with the juice, it kind of sounds like if you're pouring juice in a glass. You gain that sound because it's normally heavily masked by the gear grinding. So it kind of depends on what you want out of the toy. Personally, I hate the gear grinding with a burning passion, and I don't care about the juice filling gimmick as much as I think it's cool. It's not something that's a deal breaker for me. So, I'm not going to really bother with it all too much. Basically, you need to remove this entire back portion of the toy. So, without further ado, I'm going to get in there, remove all these screws, and then we'll come back. Alright, now that we've accomplished that, just kind of slowly work it off. Some screws might still be in there a little bit. You might want to pop them out a little bit more. But just keep working around the edges until everything eventually pops off. And just take the entire back plate and gently set it aside so you don't lose any of the screws. And here is what you are looking at on the inside of a Genesis driver. Basically, the culprit of the gear noise is this right here. It's that blasted thing right there. So that is what we want to remove. And it's not an entirely easy process, but basically remove as many of these screws as you can, and then we will try to get that gearbox out. So obviously you need to remove the screw of the gearbox, otherwise that won't come out. Okay, now we might be able to get to the gearbox with just those 4 screws removed. 5 screws. Forgot one. So if we kind of get in there, make sure there isn't anything. There's one more screw holding the gearbox in right there. So if we can get that screw out. The gearbox should pop right out. So here is our gearbox. We'll set that aside and piece this guy back together. Just like so. This can go right back where it was, if I can manage to get it in there. I think I lined it up. And now we're back to a whole Genesis driver again. And here's what we have as a result. So the spring's still active in there, so you can push it and let it go and it'll spring right back. As mentioned, this, as you can see it going down, is now it instantaneously goes up. So unfortunately you don't have that ability anymore. You get that instead, which isn't bad, I don't think. Alternatively, if you really liked that, you can do this. Manually do it. It's kind of loses its effect, but it's an option, I suppose. Now, me personally, as much as I like this effect, the effect of the juice noise is just cooler to me. I'm a very audio-based person, and I like sounds, so that gives me more of a satisfaction than the light building up thing does. So I'm more than happy with the mod. It removed the one thing I really hated about the toy. So all in all, it's really easy to do. All you have to do is take this one gear out. There's probably about 20 or some odd screws you have to undo between this back piece and the pieces that are covering the gearbox. So it's really simple to do. It shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't break anything like that. So just make sure you don't lose any of the screws and you should be good to go. All functions of the toy are exactly the same as they were right out of the box, sans the gearbox being gone. Definitely recommend doing it if that gearbox bothers you. So thanks for watching. Take care and have a great one. Bye.